What did you title the show?
What new trends or technology should we be using? We're live. We're live.
What new trends or topics should we be using? Why are you using that topic? Anyway, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Buzz is going around. People are talking about stuff. What are you hearing? What's going on? Are there any tools, technologies, or trends that you've noticed that you find pretty good, that you need to learn more about, or you're using and you want to share about? What new trends, what new things, what new techniques, what new technologies that's going on that you want to talk about?
We're going to talk about it. Back in a minute.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday.
That's how you going to react to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Today is Thursday.
I just told my woman, some other woman is trying to get my attention. And I showed the picture. She goes, yeah, whatever. Good morning. Today's Thursday. This must be your lucky day. Yes, it must be your lucky day. What are you breathing all hard for?
I'm just regrouping myself. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Thank you for joining. Good morning to you out there. We appreciate you for hanging out with us this morning. And we are looking forward to diving into the new trends or technology that we should be using or that we could be using for today. There actually are lots of things that are come up right now on the tools and trends and technology that we can use. One of the major ones that people are really getting into is the AI technology or Chat GPT. And with everything, knowing how to use it is as important as using it.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis. You're right. And I find I'm using it more daily now. I'm using it daily, but it seems like the Chat GPT that I have is limited.
Okay.
For content, it's amazing. For rewording and writing stuff, it's amazing. But it doesn't have any of the picture stuff on it. Like if I want to have them design a picture, there's Chat GPT that'll design a picture. Like a month or two ago, there was this thing, everyone was doing these animated pictures of themselves. Lensa, I think that was the app. Mm-hmm. I saw this morning, that company that sent that app all through Facebook and so many people was making that animated picture of themselves, they made $10 million in one weekend with free resources. Anybody could have did that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Imagine if you made $10 million in one weekend, Miss Phyllis. Would your life be the same or would it be different? I know mine would be different. I've been doing CMOS all week in my coffee, courtesy of Mr.
Thomas
Grant. He gave me like a bunch of. He freezes the CMOS into like ice cube trays, like large ice cube trays. So he suggested I put one of these CMOS cubes in my coffee every day, and I've been doing it every day. And when he was telling me about it.
Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Tamika. Thank you for joining us this morning.
We both are about the same age, 55. He was telling me, man, this CMOS here will really put lead in your pencil, is what he told me. He says, do this every day, once or twice a day. And yesterday I did it twice, actually. I had it in the morning and I had it again in my afternoon cup of coffee. And I don't know if I notice any difference in my sex drive or not. It might be the same, or maybe. What do you think, baby? Is it the same?
Good morning, Tamika. Good morning again, Sheila.
Hey, since I started taking this CMOS, have you noticed anything
I'm
different?
not having this conversation with you. We are talking about technology and new trends we should.
Yeah, but I'm drinking my CMOS too, and I just happen to look down.
I'm gonna leave.
Why are you leaving? Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
In another room.
Why?
Because you're not talking about what we're supposed to be talking about. And I can't talk about it because I've already talked about what I use.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you use?
I don't know, honey.
I haven't heard you talk about what you use.
I'm not.
You know what?
Good morning, Joseph Pregnant. Please.
My brother. Please, what? Jesus. I do want to talk about trends that's going on, entrepreneurial trends that's going on. I watched a couple of different YouTube videos about different trends that are happening right now. And I know they're both opinionated, but some of the stuff was interesting to me. And I know I know you're using new stuff because some of the stuff you're using regularly, you didn't use 5 years ago. Okay.
That makes it new 5 years.
Or 2. You can go with 2 or 1 if you want to. There's some stuff you're doing regularly now to promote your business, to share your business, to offer your services that you weren't using. Miss Phyllis says,
I used to drink Irish sea moss years ago, and they say it makes your boobs fuller.
LOL. I think it did.
Y'all just insist.
I don't remember looking at Miss Phyllis's boobs.
Oh my God.
But she thinks it did, and she would know because she's had her boobs her whole life. So she knows her boobs well.
We are not going to talk about Miss Phyllis's boobs. We are not going to talk about the lead in your pencil. We are not going to talk about these
things. Speaking of the lead in my pencil, Lisa, since you brought it up,
I'm leaving. I can't handle it.
I mean, you brought it up.
I can't handle it.
You can't handle it for real?
No.
Why can't you handle it for real?
I can't handle it.
This ain't the first time. And besides this, our show is not predicated upon going strict by a guideline. We let the spirit move us. We've always have. Miss Phyllis says, I still drink sea moss. I think it's different today. I wonder how you think it's different today. So many things are different today.
Do you make it yourself or do you buy it already prepared? Because my brother makes it.
He makes his own. And he adds cayenne and cinnamon to it.
And chia seeds.
And chia seeds to his. And he kind of, I don't know how he makes it, but he makes a jar of it. And then he puts it in ice cubes and freezes it so that he can distribute it. And he gave us a bunch of them. Yes, Sunday he gave it to us. So I think he must put Cialis in it too, because what is the wrong with you? We are married, Lisa. Gosh. Why cover your face?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know how I can make it through this.
You can make it through, baby. You want me to let it go?
Miss Phyllis says, buy it. There's different flavors today. Yes, you can infuse it with almost any flavors. He has one that I really like and kind of tastes like applesauce, but you can make it. Sea moss is kind of like tofu in that it takes on whatever flavor you put with it.
I don't know that much about it, but I know I've been using it all week. I think I've used it every day. I might have missed one day. Monday I might, but I haven't missed anything since then. But anyway, technologies, brother Joseph, what new trends and technologies are you using? ChatGPT has become important to me. I use it for content creation or ideas, like even for the show. What entrepreneurial or adult conversations are popular today? And I got a list of them. Got a list of 10 conversations that we could have. And this is one that I found intriguing. So then I went and did some research on this topic. What trends? But it came up as popular entrepreneurial conversations. What trends and technologies and techniques are we using today?
Interesting. Miss Phyllis says, I have pineapple, elderberry, and strawberry. Interesting. I think pineapple is good. I've had pineapple.
The last time we had elderberry, I had elderberry. It made me so sick. Remember that liquid elderberry?
Yeah, you had it because they put honey in the elderberry.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It made me so, because I was sick already and I was trying to heal, and they put a bunch of honey in it or something, but it made me I'm like shook with the thought of elderberry now.
Well, it wasn't the elderberry, it was the honey.
That was the name that stuck with me.
Right.
Okay.
I know. That's what I'm explaining to you. They sweetened their elderberry with honey as opposed to like agave or maple syrup or whatever.
And I must have had an allergic reaction or something to the honey.
To honey, absolutely.
Yeah, because honey does not. By the way, did you know that honey is one of the things that never spoils? Honey can never spoil. And we know that true. They talked about in the pyramids, they discovered a jar of honey, 2,000-year-old jar of honey that is still edible and safe to eat. Honey never does spoil. 2,000-year-old honey is still edible and safe to eat. That's one to grow on. I watch these things on YouTube, and it's just so fascinating to me. 50 amazing facts to blow your mind. This guy named Matt Serrano or whatever, Serrano. But he gives these 50 random facts that'll blow your mind. It's just amazing things you learn out of that. And typically the videos like 10 to 12 minutes each, so you can get them in short bites. But it's just interesting to me. You like those kinds of things too?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I would like to find a way for us to talk about something today.
Well, go ahead, baby.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, you do.
I'm not familiar with today's topic.
Yes, you do. You use stuff you didn't use before. You do too use some stuff you didn't use before. Even the way we do this show is different, you know? You do too use it. You use StreamYard daily. You Zoom daily. Okay. We have been doing more, and you've been tinkering with it. What do you call those things? Reels. We've been doing more reels, and where to put the reels versus shorts versus TikTok videos. If there's a way, I wish there was a way that I could do one recording that'll go to my YouTube shorts, TikTok, and Facebook reels. I wish there was one place, and there probably will be one coming that can do that for you. Do one video and it go to all those places.
Okay.
Yep. So what are you guys using? Okay. Do you have any suggestions, or have you noticed anything on the horizon? I was just starting this video. I ran out of time about ways to use AI that's going to revolutionize your business or something like that. I was just watching that just now. I'll probably finish it too.
AI is artificial intelligence.
Thank you. Yep. Artificial intelligence. Now, you have a choice when it comes to artificial intelligence. You could choose to embrace it, or you could choose to try to ignore it, but you're not going to be able to, or you could choose to not play along. Here's what happens to teams and people and companies that don't use technology and don't use numbers. You know, I like to go by the way I feel. It just didn't feel right to me, and they want to go by stuff like that. They want to go by hunches instead of technology. Here's the companies that won't embrace technology. They become what's called losers. That's what happens. They become losers. Early adopters run two risks. Early adopters run the risk of winning big or swinging and missing. But here's the thing about being an early adopter. People that try stuff early, they hit on more things too. They succeed on more things that happen early, because they, like the ones that are early adopter of TikTok, early adopters of trying to do business on TikToks. Those are winners.
Sheila says, I'm using iMovie, upload into YouTube, then load into Reels. That's cool.
iMovie, is that an app?
iMovie is on your iPad. It's on my iPad.
I don't have an iPad.
No, it's a video software. It's the same.
Well, there's probably a better equivalent on Android than iMovie.
No,
because everything on Android is better than iPhone. Right.
So one of the things that I'm tinkering with in AI is actually the audio. I've published a couple of audio books for my authors, and we utilize real people, but we've been tinkering with utilizing the audio software, the AI audio software. They give you a couple of voices to choose from, but there's some inconsistencies that I'm still trying to work out.
It would be great if we can get that to work out, the AI audio, because it'll get everything done faster. Instead of trying to find someone and schedule time and all that kind of stuff, it was really, really daunting when I tried to do myself, although I could try it again. I could try it again to record my books myself. But if we could find computer generated or AI generated stuff that could do it faster, knock them all out in a day, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I did a couple of chapters, but what was inconsistent was that you have to select the narrator. However, the narrator that you select still changes, even though that voice you selected to do the voice, of the read, that voice changed throughout the read. So like in the beginning of the read, it was a woman's voice of a certain age. And then throughout the read, her voice changed and she was suddenly a man's voice. And it was inconsistent. Like I said, there's still some bugs that they need to work out of it. And I'm working with the team in the background to point out the different things that were not working right.
You always end up joining the team, and they always end up using you as a resource and your opinions.
Well, that's because when it's not good, but they know that it will be, most people are not interested in helping them make it good. They need the feedback.
You're an ideal client.
That's really what it is. AI is the way to go, but Android, Brian.
But not Android.
Brian.
Now, he's Ernest, he's team iPhone, and I've already joked him on his page. He was saying he'll make a post like, "Good morning to all iPhone users only." Only good morning to iPhone users.
Hey, Trively, good morning to you.
And since you're here, Ernest, would you like to see my impression of an iPhone user? Here's my impression. I'm debuting it on the show. Here's my impression of an iPhone user. You got a charger? Do you have a charger? Please. You have a charger? I need a charge.
Good morning, Craig. Thank you for
That's my impression of an iPhone user. You got a charger?
Are you saying that to say the iPhone battery dies quickly?
I'm saying all the iPhone users I know that have ever talked to me at all, you got a charger? That's the iPhone users. So I associated, okay, everybody with an iPhone needs a charge. That's how did I get to that place? I got it honestly, Ernest. That's right. Good morning, Trively. Are there new ways that you're doing business now? Or you should be. Okay. Sheila says, Android with 3 question marks. There's a massive amount of peace allowing a person to be wrong. Okay, call the name Galaxy instead. How about that?
Ernest says, you want to see my impression of an Android user?
Oh,
I wouldn't know, but if you check your nearest trash can.
Oh. If you check your nearest trash can. Oh, wow.
We love you back.
But I've seen comedians joke Android phone users. Like they equate it to broke. Android users equal broke or not yet made enough money to get an iPhone. And that's not the case. My phone costs just as much as your phone.
And it don't have to upgrade every 5 minutes.
That's right. And we don't have to upgrade every 5 minutes.
Craig, good morning. He says, good morning, everyone. Today is a great day to be blessed and have a great day on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest. Absolutely. Great day to you, Grand Rising. Good morning.
Shouts out to the Dope Living crew. Dope Living, Liven. They were younger than me, but they also had one of the regulars was older than me on the panel. And they interviewed me last night. Now, they didn't interview me so much, okay, because they booked me to speak on their live podcast last night. Again, you want to get on podcasts. All you thought leaders, Ernest, Sheila, y'all need to get on podcasts, okay, because there's tons of them. So they booked me to be on this podcast. The way I got the booking was someone else saw me from somewhere else and recommended that I get on the podcast, okay? Craig Saab says,
Android users are the greatest. And I said it.
So they booked me on the podcast. Now, they're more, they're creatives. These are movie people from the podcast I was on. They're movie people, music people. They're creatives. And they're urban, code word Black. And they're like close to the street and community. And they were really, really real and rugged and they was really, really down to earth and friendly and that kind of thing. So even with a little bit of street cred with them, so they booked me to speak last night. And
you fit all those criteria.
Yeah, because I'm hood. Baby, because I'm a thug. Oh, day, yes, right. Baby, because I'm a thug. But they booked me. But now the host, I talked with him on the phone before I got on the podcast, a little while before. And he told everybody when I got on, he goes, I guarantee you this is going to be a great show. And the other host was like, guarantee? You don't guarantee that. Because I guarantee y'all going to learn tonight too. Because him and I had a phone conversation a couple of hours before. Mm-hmm. So they was like all getting hyped. Okay, I'm getting ready. What is this dude going to bring? and they was like 5 of them in the room, and plus me. And we started talking and we started vibing. Next thing you know, I ended up doing a sales workshop, and they were riveted. They was taking notes, and now when I would highlight a point and then stop, it was like, well, what's the next thing? They wanted more and more and more. And I was on the phone. I was on the podcast with them for an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
And it was great. It was high energy. We did a lot of training. I know what stuff I'm willing to give for free, and I gave some stuff for free, and they found so much value in it last night. So I got a chance to share with their audience. It was a good experience for me, and I wanted to share that with you guys.
Absolutely. Ernest says, LOL, I only do it because it builds good content and a lot of crazy comments. But with AI, I love the way you can build graphic designs and videos with AI consistently based on the content you need for your niche.
Well, that's what I want to talk about, Ernest. Please share that resource with you. What AI are you using for you to build graphic design and videos?
Which AI tool?
Which AI tool? Because the one AI tool I'm using don't do that. Okay, it doesn't do that. But I find places, I want them to make a flyer for me. For example, I want to be able to say, give me a good design or a flyer to go with this quote or to go with this thought with my picture in it or something like that. And I want it to do it for me. That's what I want. Can I've tried to get that done through mine.
He has a wife that does that.
Yeah. But
I'm not AI.
But I tried it with my AI tool. I submitted my picture example, like a profile picture of me. And I said, let's write some comments on this picture. And all they did was describe it. Here's a handsome man with a hat on and da-da-da. That's not what I wanted.
No. Yeah, that's actually not how to use it. But yes, Sheila says, I think Canva does that. Canva does do that. They have a text-to-picture content in there. But again, AI is only as good as the instructions that you put in and the clarity of the information. And oftentimes the tools do get better over time as they get more familiar with your voice.
I definitely think my AI knows my voice. It writes a lot like me. Definitely. I mean, over time, I've been using it for a month now, maybe. It writes like me now. Do we have to catch up any comments?
No.
Okay. So today's topic was trends. Trends that you're using now that you're using or should be using or you anticipate using more. We're doing things differently. And Lisa brought up all this sex and CMOS talk. I don't know what she was tripping on. I think I'm going to keep drinking CMOS. The first time I took a cube, I took it that morning. And then he hit me up with that afternoon on the phone. Did you notice the difference yet? I couldn't tell in one afternoon, but I think since I've been doing it daily, I think it does make my body feel better.
Thank you, Ernest. He said, these are two I recommend. It's called dribble.com and addcreative.ai.
I need to write those down. Dribble.com and Add Creative.
Dribble.com and Add Creative. What are they used for? What's Dribble for?
This is what I'm talking about. Dribble.com
and addcreative.ai.
Creative. Because if I have to use 2 or 3 different AI tools, I will. Addcreative.ai, you said? See, this is what I'm talking about, Ernest. This is us sharing resources that we use. Dribble.com, just the name I like, okay? I don't even know what it does yet. But dribble.com, because I used to practice. I was a good dribbler. Okay?
I doubt that it does that.
No, it doesn't do that. I'm talking about I used to dribble good in basketball.
Yes, I know.
I still can handle, but not like I was really good at it, But I would dribble all the time. I would dribble to the store and back. I would dribble left hand, right hand, play with the ball. I was constantly ball handling in my bedroom. I did a report how to practice basketball in the house without disturbing anybody. Okay, like you lay in your bed and throw chest passes close to the ceiling but not touching the ceiling with one hand, 2 hand, those kinds of things. You start moving the ball around your legs. I did this report in college actually, and I came into college to do the verbal presentation on how to practice basketball in the home without disturbing anyone with a uniform on, a basketball uniform on, tank top, shirt, and all that kind of stuff. And they was like, "Ooh, wow."
Amen. He says, Ernest says they are both used to when you enter information in based on what you need, what you put in, it will give you up to 100 different designs based on
wow.
color graphics, and also chooses pics and videos best suited with the popular demand on social media.
That's what I'm talking, man. That's what I'm talking. I need that. I mean, give me different design options and all based upon what I submit. That's what I'm talking. I got some cool pictures of me that I wanted to say certain messages. I got tons of messages that I've collected over the years, and I just wanted with my picture. I know Canva can do that, but I just wanted to use an AI tool to do it.
Amen.
And for some reason, I haven't taken to Canva yet. And you'd use it and use it very, very well. Is Canva on my phone?
Yeah, it's on your phone. It's on the computer as well.
The second was called addcreative.ai. First one was dribble.com and addcreative.ai, Sheila.
Craig says, wow, I'm loving you guys. It seems like what I've been thinking for business, you come up with topics. I was thinking about doing a radio commercial on Ad Old School because I really don't know anything else. Now I'm learning. Good day on the Empowerment Duo.
Yeah, and radio commercials now. Oh, Lord, I don't want to speak against it. However, I think there's better ways to target your market because the radio is dependent upon them listening. Now, if you want listeners who just listen to gospel, only P1 listeners, program 1 listeners of just gospel, and you advertise on the gospel station, that's what you're going to get. But it's also dependent upon when they're listening and all of that. It's just a lot of stuff. Grand Rising, Miss Shawnee. How you doing, my sister?
Grand Rising, the Empowerment Duo. Hey, Shawnee.
Shawnee, I would like to ask you, what do you know about sea moss, Shawnee? What is wrong with you this morning?
I don't know. Ernest says, right, I see you do that. I do it with my logo all the time. I love Canva. I use Poster, my wall for graphics designs. AI is also really good for SEO within websites. Wix incorporates AI to give you creative words and phrases to pull from sites like Google.
That's pretty daggone cool. Ernest, you are being a resource this morning, bruh. Thank you, sir. That's what I'm talking. We're supposed to share these things with each other. The current trends, and I don't think radio is a current trend. I think it's a passé trend. What's a current way to market? Maybe like I use my AI tool a lot, but even just to come up with ideas, like what words, what topics. Okay.
There it says that will be $199.
Dang, you expensive.
I love it.
Just like your iPhone. Oh. I'm gonna find me a better version of iMovie on Android version of iMovie, and I'm gonna start doing it, Ernest.
Our commercial that comes on at the top of the show was made with iMovie.
Yeah, I have my tablet.
You just said yeah, and shrugged me off.
I did not shrug you off.
Yeah.
See, I could have made that into a comment about shrugging off or throwing somebody off of you and all that. I could have, but I didn't.
Okay.
Ernest says, see, Sister Lisa, he wrong. Craig says, I'm going to look into AI today. I do a lot of stuff, flyers.
Videos on Canva. Canva is a really good tool.
Canva for videos?
Yeah, I use Canva for videos. I use them for reels.
I got to look at it again. Yep. Ernest, I don't know if he was here early when I said my wish is that there was one where I could record a reel or a short or whatever in one place and I can put it in my YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok.
Any reel you can do that with.
No.
It doesn't go to all those places at the same time, but you can use the same reel and put it on all those places.
Why am I not doing it? Because I don't know how to. Like if I do a Facebook reel, I want to be able to put that somewhere else too.
You can. Just make sure that you download it to your phone and then you can upload it to everywhere. You can upload it to Instagram, upload it to YouTube Shorts. You can upload it to everywhere.
I wish I can get rid of Instagram.
I think you need to let go because Instagram didn't do anything to you. Individual did that to you. Instagram did not do that to you.
Instagram stole my Facebook.
Thank you, Sheila. That's right. Download it to the device and upload it. You can download it and upload it to all the different places.
I'm learning. I'm getting better. Mm-hmm. See, this is a new skill set that today entrepreneurs have to have. today's entrepreneurs trying to operate today's business without using these kinds of tools, I think you're going to lose ground. You can't do it. You got to have these tools today. Does anyone disagree with that? Trying to operate your business today without using technology. Try it.
Katura.
Good morning, Katura. Are there any technology trends that you're using? I wonder if there is, especially in one of your businesses I know is dance instruction. Are you using technology for that business?
Ernest says Facebook and IG Reels can be done at the same time, which I do.
With MetaSuite.
With MetaSuite, I actually do them at the same time directly from the app. But Lisa is right. The app itself, I have them linked together. Lisa is right. You can download any reel and upload it anywhere. It takes like 5 minutes a day, especially YouTube Shorts is great for reels. Absolutely.
Well, daggone it, I need to do that. I need to do that because I have to do a lot more shorts and reels. And here's the other challenge I'm having. This is probably a personal challenge. My reels give me, Facebook reels give me 90 seconds. But I even had it said to me, Lisa said it to me too, I need to come up with 15-second stuff, 15-second videos. Okay. So, and record that 15 seconds. Can I do it? Because I'm a little bit wordy.
You don't have to record it. You can use 15. You can use pictures and make reels. You can use anything to make reels. It doesn't have to be actual you speaking. It can be you having spoken somewhere else and upload just bits of it, just a bit of it, just a 15-second clip of it. You can choose what.
Maybe I should do one today because I thought of one I could do in 15 seconds. I could say, more leads do not equal more sales. Converting the leads equals the more sales. And that's one to grow on, or something like that. That's less than 15 seconds, and I can make it sexy sounding. Because people who brag about, I can get you leads, I can get you more and more leads. All the people in real estate, that's what they think the game is. And real insurance, too. They think the game is more and more leads, and it's just not. What's up with that?
There's something going on with the lag time, you guys?
It is. It looks like it. Oh, here we go.
Ernest says, that's why I like iPhones in all caps and all craps, because screen record allows me to record any content, remove the music from what I record, and replace it with YouTube audio recorded tone. So I can make my own content. I probably use 2-3 apps. I add my own music and any other music to make my own impact. Amen.
Thank you. See, Ernest, that's good content right there. That's good sharing. Even though it is on iPhone, that's still good information, man, bro. I appreciate it. Kendu says.
Shani says you can now find it in Mary Greens, and it is in Ocean Essence. It has 92 of 102 minerals. We are made. Our bodies love it. When I make gel, I freeze it in an ice tray so it is easily available. She's talking about the sea moss.
Yes. Thank you for saying that because Lisa's brother gave me a bunch of sea moss ice cubes and I've been using it all week. But she says you can now find it in her Mary Greens. We've got Mary Greens and in her Ocean's Essence. Is that new or is the tins that we have already have it in it?
Amen. Katura says catchphrases are important on Reels. Amen. Kendo Spice smoothies, sauces, grits, oatmeal, and more. Amen. Definitely got to put your sea moss in everything. And Sheila says, I'm trying voiceover, but I hate my voice sound. That's your own thoughts. Nobody else hates your voice sound. Ernest says, y'all better go to www.kendospice.shop and order your seasoning. It's so good. It is so good.
So if Ernest got your seasoning, Shani, that means your business is international because he's across the pond. He's in the UK.
And Katura says, I thought your first reel I got mail was going to be a new catchphrase.
I didn't even think of it that way, Katura.
Good morning, William Brown. Thank you for joining us.
When I said it the way we did it in the military, like in basic training. Got a letter in the mail. Got a letter in the mail. Go to war or go to jail. Go to war or go to jail. Got a letter in the mail. Go to war or go to jail. Go to war or go to jail. Something you say when you're marching. Okay. That's how we used to do it. I had all kinds of cadence I used to call out for my guys. I was the guy that called the cadence a lot of the times. Oh, man, I used to make up stuff and they'd be right with it.
Couture says, I love it and the way you said it.
Got a letter in the mail. What?
You just banging on my chair.
Everything is bothering you. You would think, nah, I ain't gonna go there because you'll start, oh God. I ain't gonna say it, baby. See, if I was that kind of guy, I would say, you would think after the kind of morning you had, you'd be more chill right now. But I ain't gonna say that. I ain't the kind of guy that would say that. Good morning, Mr. William Brown. Mr. William Brown, are you noticing or have you noticed any trends that you use to further your cause, your mission, your business, things that you're adopting that you didn't use a little while ago? Couture says, I love it. And the way you said it, I got that. Yeah. The prettiest girl I ever saw was sipping bourbon through a straw. And we used to call those cadence out. You know, I walked right up, I sat right down. Her long black hair hung all around.
Amen. Shani says, Mr. Usher, my Android Pixel can do that.
Say it. To get it to him. Android Pixel could do that. Okay. I put my hand upon her knee. She said, G.I., you're killing me. I put my hand. Oh, Lord.
Can you come back?
No, man, you started.
Got to get this back charged up. Knocked out the plug. Losing power over
I started
here.
going back into my military cadence days, man. Android Pixel. There's a phone called the Android Pixel. I wonder if there's an app on Android that could do the stuff that Ernest was talking about. Were you here earlier, Sister Shani and William Brown, when I was doing my impression of an iPhone user? Were you guys here for that?
Shani says, yes, you do have it in your Mary's Greens. Thank you.
Oh,
and
wow.
William Brown says, yes, following my leadings more than in the past. That's awesome.
Okay. And yes, sir, Shani says, yep. And I wasn't. William Brown wasn't. Okay. But you gotta.
Yeah.
I think you have to, William Brown. You're a thought leader. You're a leader, William Brown. And some of the stuff you think and the way you think, no one thinks like you. So no matter what you're doing, you're still got to put out your thoughts, William Brown. All that hard work you did last year when you was doing those, what do you call it? One-word conversations. Somehow those things going to bear fruit, bro. You got to bring those things back to life. Maybe run that through an AI filter or something. Brother Mark Greer, how you doing, sir? Good morning to you. We missed you yesterday, man. Today we're talking about trends, technologies, techniques that we're using. We also talked about CMOS, how it actually does put more lead in your pencil. Holla.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm not. I don't have anything to say. I don't have nothing to say right now.
Really? I am thrown off by you not being thrown off. I'm thrown off by you being thrown off. This ain't new. We do this. We not new. This is 9:38. Oh my gosh. We got to get back on schedule. Do we have a card for the day? Mark Greer says, he says, what's happening, peeps? Mark Greer is the kind of guy who don't walk up to the crowd. He just ends up there. Where'd you come from? Here he is.
I think I need this card for me.
Okay, let's hit it.
So the card is presence. Presence. A sense of presence. A sense of place can ground and connect us. But only if we are present in the moment. A constant yearning for that which is not places us outside of time and outside of ourselves. Come into now, be present.
Yeah, that's a great reminder Be present to where you are. Be present to what you're doing. If you're not present to what you are doing currently and the place that you are currently with the people that you are with currently, you miss out on some things and you end up tired. Why do you end up tired? Because when you're here with Lisa, and if your mind is, I should be working,
you're doing too much.
It's called traveling. And traveling wears you out and makes you less productive. Okay, you need to be present in the moment. You can appreciate the beauty of a park if you're present.
William Brown said, funny you said that. I am going to repurpose them, and I will be inviting some of my past guests to some one-word conversations revisited episodes.
I think it was a worthy pursuit, William Brown. And I think you did a good job with it.
Amen. Shani says it's facts. Amen. Ernest says the crazy thing about the one who hates her voice, she can also use another AI website to have generate another voice to her video. They will read the content in the voice you choose. Yes.
Well, let me tell you something, Ernest. I appreciate you saying that. Her voice is wonderful. Okay. She's got a great voice. She's a speaker. I've heard her speak before. She's a speaker. And she says, I hate my voice. Maybe, let me tell you the thing about, you've heard it said before. You might even said this before. I don't sound the way it sounds like on a recording. Okay, people think they sound different on a recording. Well, the fact is, you do. You sound just like the recording. The reason why you don't think so is when you hear your voice, you hear it through bone. And when you hear it on a recording, you hear it through the air. That's the difference. Listening through bone sounds different to you or any of us than it does listening to air, but you sound like the recording. That's what you sound like, and your voice is fine.
Shani says they love it. I mean, they lose it when they raggedy phones get to 10%. Yup. Yup.
That's what I said.
That's true.
My impression of an iPhone user is this. You got a charger? Do you have a charger? You have a charger?
Brother Mark says,
I Star Trekking, bro. I get beamed in. I Star Trek in, bro. I get beamed in. Show up, show out, and bounce. I don't stay anywhere too long. Got to keep them hungry.
Amen.
I'll get that.
Amen. Sheila said, that's so nice, but it sounds weird on the recording. And that's why, Brian,
you're listening to it through air versus listening to it through bone. That's the difference. Ernest says, let me make my money. Just kidding.
I feel you.
I feel you. Yeah, yeah. Let me, you guys, whether you realize it or not, you've given a wonderful masterclass on things that we could do today. We've learned a lot.
Absolutely. Hey, Antonope, good morning. She said, sorry, y'all, being late. I just get to work. Good. I just got to work. Good morning. Well, you're not late. You're here.
There's no late with this show. When you show up, you show up. There's no late. Okay. It's 9:42. This morning is zooming by. Man, last night, the workshop, the podcast ended about 8:15. And then after I go hug my pretty wife, I could not go to sleep, man. I went downstairs and I was going to grab a sandwich or something. I ended up getting we had some burger. We had some grounded turkey, brown turkey. So I made a burger out of that. And I ate that downstairs. But I turned on the television and they had John Wick on. John Wick.
Is that where you were at?
I was at first. So I figured I'd just watch the beginning of John Wick. And I ended up watching maybe about an hour before I had my cigar. I got caught up. I've seen it 3 times before or 4 times before, but I was still into it again. So that's what held me up. So it was late before I went to bed. So
it's time for the songs.
It's time for the songs. Let's scroll. Make sure we got all the comments. Did we get them all?
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, we got all the comments. But what is the songs? The songs. Some of you guys have been rocking with us for a long time, like Miss Phyllis. Some of you guys are regular contributors, like Sheila Gothard. And you guys have earned what we call greeting songs. Like, for example, greeting logos. Miss Phyllis has a greeting logo, and it goes like this. Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis.
Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. And today we learned that CMOS helps Miss Phyllis to have bigger boobs.
You brought that on yourself, Miss Phyllis. You brought it on yourself. Sheila's here. Sheila, Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes.
Oh. Good morning.
Good morning, Tamika.
And it's Tamika. She's walking in her destiny, the only one for me. Her name's Tamika.
Good morning, Tamika.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
If you need web designing and some digital marketing, don't call me. Call Ernest James Usher. Ernest James Usher.
Amen. Amen. Trivally.
And it's Trivally.
Life has new meaning to me.
There is beauty up above and things we never take notice of. You wake up and Trivally, you're in love. What you doing with my cup?
Craig Tab.
What you doing with my cup, baby?
I don't want you to drink when you're supposed to be singing, because you will be drinking when you need to be saying your part.
Get out of here.
Craig Sab.
1,000 degrees. You'll be on your knees and you'll be burning, begging, please.
Brother Freeze.
Craig, let me borrow your VCR so I can dub a tape. Hey, my mama. When I can drink coffee.
Baby, you can do it. Take your time. Do it right. You can do it, baby.
Can do spice. Good morning. We love Can Do Spice, y'all.
Absolutely. We love it. CanDoSpice.shop.
That's right. Go there and get you some healthy seasonings that taste good and different. Katora. Back to life. Back to Katora Green.
However do you want it?
However do you need it?
Do you need it?
I am sure we've got about 50 greeting songs in our heads.
And Katora, my love to Tarnaz. I miss him. I haven't seen him.
How's my big brother doing?
But we appreciate you joining. Good morning, William Brown.
Good morning to our friend Bill.
Nobody thinks like him still.
We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning to our friend Bill.
Good morning, William Brown.
So wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now.
Absolutely. Shani says the iPhone always with the crack screen. Honey, my son got a crack screen so much from the first time that he had the iPhone until forever that they started calling him Sir Crack-a-Lot at the store.
Wow. He kept getting crack screens.
Kept getting crack screens. And Miss Phyllis says, LOL, firmer, not bigger, firmer. Her boobs got firmer.
That's not the way I remember reading it. Okay, ready? Okay, but we'll go with firmer. Okay, we'll go with that.
Sheila, thank you for having my back. She says, yes, he was late on the on my song. That's
she could have did it. There's two of us sitting here. I ain't sitting here by myself. If I was late, she could have filled in.
That's his part.
You could do it. I do your part when you don't do it. You supposed to have done more than Mark Greer's part, but I didn't stop. I just kept going. See?
Katura said Tarnaz is working. Well, please still give him my love.
Tell my big brother I say hello. Absolutely. I promise you he looks like he could be my big brother. My older brother. Let's call him that.
Absolutely. We love him. We love him. We love him.
So
we love
today,
you and we appreciate you.
I posted today a quote by Mahatma Gandhi.
Mm-hmm.
Your future is determined by what you do today. Your future is determined by what you do today. Think about this for a second. Is there something that you could do today? Something that you could do today, something that you could say or do today that will make the rest of your life worse? that'll make it worse? Is it something that you could start today or do today that'll make your next week worse than it is now? And if you think about it, there is something you could do to make the rest of your life worse. You can start a drug habit. Okay, you can smack your mama. That'll make the rest of your life worse. Okay, there are some things that you can say or do to make your life worse. If you agree that there's something that you can do on this day that'll make your rest of your life or your next week or your next month worse off than it is now, you must also agree and believe in the converse. There's exactly something that you could say or do that'll make your tomorrow better, make the rest of your life better, next week, next month better. There is something that you could say or do that'll make the rest of your life better. Can I get an amen, Mark? Can I get a high five, Miss Phyllis? There's something that you could do today that'll make your life worse. So go do that.
Absolutely.
Yep. And we know that to be true because think about how productive people are the day before they go on vacation.
That's true. We get almost 2 weeks worth of work done
in a day.
Absolutely.
Right. You get it all done because you can.
We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Shout It Out Friday. Make sure you come in with your links, with the businesses that you support, with something we can celebrate you for, some good news and some great information. We look forward to sharing it with the Empowerment family, and we appreciate you for hanging out with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget to have sex.
Peace.